Here's what Microsoft just made possible. Instead of having one AI assistant that you have to tell what to do step by step, you can now have multiple AI agents that specialize in different areas and coordinate with each other automatically.
Made for you, come feel the tide. Ooh yeah. Tech made human feel the glow. From the city to the fields, watch it grow. Bum beats, heart sinking flow. In the flow, tech innovation, here we go.
Peace and blessings, family. Welcome to Tech Innovation Made Human. We're so glad to be back. Brought to you by the Tech Simplified Network, where we decode big tech moves in a voice that sounds like home. I hope it sounds like home. I'm Jeremy McKellar, and I'm so glad to be here. Let's dive on into today's episode. Recently at Microsoft Build 2025, they released some information of some things that may change how we work forever. While everyone was talking about flashy AI demo, Microsoft's announced multi-agent orchestration in Copilot Studio. And I'm telling you right now, this isn't just another tech update. This is the moment AI stops being a fancy tool and starts being your actual digital team. We are in the age of agents, and we see that as it is impacting companies, is impacting industries, to where we're starting to see where information work can be baked into agents, and it's going to create a new way that we work together and collectively. And so I'm talking about this because I know what it feels like to be buried under tasks that don't move your vision forward. You started your business to create, to serve, to build something meaningful, not to live in spreadsheets and endless email chains. Same thing with work as well. So before we dive deep, let me paint the picture. You know how when you're running a business or climbing the corporate ladder, you're wearing like 10 different hats: customer service, data analysis, follow-ups, reporting, social media, bookkeeping. Now imagine if each of those hats could think for itself and work together as a team. That's multi-agent orchestration. Here's what Microsoft just made possible. Instead of having one AI assistant that you have to tell what to do step by step, you can now have multiple AI agents that specialize in different areas and coordinate with each other automatically. So picture the Avengers. Iron Man handles tech, the Black Panther leads ground ops, and Shuri does intel. Multi-agent orchestration lets your AI work the same way. Each agent plays its lane, but there's an orchestration layer calling the plays, deciding who steps up next based on what needs to happen. The game changer? These agents work in parallel, not in sequence. Tasks finish faster because nobody's waiting in line for their turn. So we'll do a deep dive discussing a few case studies to give you just a bigger and brighter picture of what these capabilities are going to enable. So let me tell you about two people whose lives have completely changed. This is hypothetical, of course, but think of this. Marcus, he runs a streetwear brand in Atlanta. Before this new release and before agents, his typical day looked like this: 6 a.m. checking Instagram DMs about sizing and restocks. 8 a.m. he's updating inventory spreadsheets. 10 a.m. responding to customer questions. 2 p.m. he's processing orders. 4 p.m. he may be posting content for his business. 6 p.m. he's following up on wholesale inquiries. 12-hour days, and he was barely keeping up. Now, here's how his AI team works. Agent A monitors his Instagram and email 24/7, automatically categorizing messages, refund requests, size question, wholesale inquiry, collaboration opportunities. Agent B connects to his Shopify store, tracking inventory in real time and cross-referencing customer questions with actual stock levels. In Agent C, it crafts responses in Marcus's voice, casual but professional, and routes complex issues to Marcus while handling routine questions instantly. Agent D analyzes which posts get the most engagement and suggests optimal posting times and content themes. I hope you get the picture. The orchestration layer coordinates everything. When someone asks about a hoodie on Instagram, Agent A identifies it as a product inquiry. Agent B checks if that size and color are in stock. Agent C crafts a personalized response with purchase link. And Agent D notes this interaction for future content planning. Sounds very intricate, But when you have agents with specific tasks and they have their goal, you get an amazing result. Marcus went from 12-hour days to 6-hour days focusing on design and strategy. His response time went from hours to minutes, and his customer satisfaction scores doubled. Now, that's just one example. Let me give you another one. Sarah, she's a corporate account manager. She manages 50 plus client accounts for a mid-sized consulting firm. Her old reality, Monday mornings meant 2 hours sorting through weekend emails, updating CRM records, preparing for client calls, and trying to remember which contracts were up for renewal. Her new multi-agent setup, you got Agent A, the intelligence gatherer, scans all client emails, Teams messages, and project updates, categorizing them by urgency and client health status. Agent B is the CRM guardian. It automatically updates the CRM with interaction data, tracks touchpoint frequency, and flags accounts that haven't been contacted recently. And then you have Agent C. This is the renewal strategist, monitors contract dates, analyzes usage patterns, and prepares renewal talking points based on each client's engagement history. And Agent D, the communication coordinator. It drafts personalized check-in emails, schedules follow-ups, and prepares briefing documents before client calls. So here's the magic. When a client mentions a concern in an email, Agent A flags it as urgent attention needed. Agent B updates the client health score in the CRM. Agent C pulls historical data about similar issues, and Agent D drafts a response strategy and schedules a follow-up call. Sarah's transformation, she went from reactive account management to proactive relationship. Building her client retention rate jumped 23%, and she closed 40% more upsells because she actually had time to focus on strategy instead of administration. So let's set the bigger picture. Here's what really excites me about this. 5 years from now, there will be two types of businesses and professionals. Those that learn to work with AI teams and those still doing everything manually. We've talked about this on previous episodes. This isn't about replacing humans. We can have that conversation another time, but it's about amplifying your potential. Marcus didn't stop being creative. He got more time to be creative. Sarah didn't stop building relationships. She got better at building relationships because she wasn't drowning in paperwork. So it's a big shift. We have seen as well changes in business priorities, roles impacted, etc. So we need to learn how to adapt to these new systems that are coming in and learning how to amplify our current work. Think about the mundane things that we're doing that are not really effective and focus on what is very impactful work. Microsoft's making this accessible through Copilot Studio. So this multi-agent framework gives you the capabilities that used to require a whole department. That's at least the North Star. So here's what you need to do right now. Multi-agent orchestration, I believe, is in public preview. Head to Copilot Studio page, and we'll put the links below, and get on the list. Don't wait. Early adopters always have the advantage. So definitely check that out. And if it is available to you, go ahead and start trying it out. And new releases and new functions we'll be able to discuss on future episodes. Secondly, grab a pen and paper. Write down one workflow that eats up your time every single week. I want you to do this. Map out the 3 to 4 steps that are involved. That's your first candidate for agent automation. You need to take an inventory of what you do on a day-to-day basis to figure out when these capabilities become available, because they're coming. And I don't think there's much that we are going to be able to do to be able to stop these things. We need to learn the tasks that we're doing today that are not really beneficial and learn how to automate those. So thirdly, start building a single agent pilot today with what's already available. You can use Copilot Studio today, as well as if there's other language models out there that have this type of agent functionality, test those out. I just really want you to get your hands dirty in trying out these different tools. When orchestration fully unlocks, you'll just add teammates to your existing setup. So you're adding teammates to what you do. Look, this is bigger than productivity hacks. This is about reclaiming your time to do work that actually matters. If this episode gave you that light bulb moment, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, tech is but a tool, but you are the secret sauce. Until next week, keep building something that matters. Peace and blessings.